Hello everybody, it's Chris Clark with discgolf.law. I wanted to come on to talk with you about an issue that occurred to me this past week when I was at the Ledgestone Open. I really enjoy going and viewing professional disc golf as a spectator. I'm sure many of you do as well, but I'm concerned about an issue that could potentially create liability for the Disc Golf Pro Tour or others. And let me explain what that is. When I go to a spectated disc golf tournament, I like to go to the early rounds. I like to watch the early cards, and frequently I'm one of the only people in the gallery. It's no surprise to anyone that the early cards that tee off, they have a much smaller gallery and far fewer spectators than the later rounds, and particularly the lead card or the chase card, where you have the leaders of the tournament teeing off. Spectators at professional disc golf tournaments frequently are standing very close to the playing area. Sometimes they're actually in the fairway, typically behind the card that is playing, but they're either standing in the fairway or, especially on the later cards, they're lining the sides of the fairway. And at a big tournament like Ledgestone or many others, there can be hundreds and even upwards of thousands of people there that are lining the fairways very close to the field of play. The reason that I think that this is potentially a problem may not be what you think. Yes, obviously there is a concern that a player could throw a disc and it could hit someone. It could hit a spectator and injure them. And in fact, that has happened in the past. It's rare, but it has happened. But that's not so much what I'm concerned about. There are shots that are available to the players on earlier cards that are not available to the players on the chase card or lead card when there are lots of spectators. And let me explain what I mean. A player can tee off and throw a shot that lands out of bounds, out of the field of play, possibly in a place where spectators could be standing, and it skips back into the field of play. In fact, that is a designed shot that many players attempt and successfully execute frequently. And so if you're throwing a shot that is going to skip out of an out of bounds area where no one is standing and skip back into the field of play, that's often a very effective and successful shot. On the other hand, if someone steps up to the tee and they want to throw that same shot, perhaps an identical shot to one that a player threw earlier in the round, now there are spectators standing in that area, or even if the spectators see the shot coming and get out of the way, they may not be able to collect all their belongings, like a stool or a water bottle or something like that, in time to clear a path for the disc to skip and land in bounds. So the bottom line on this point that I'm trying to make is this: the shots that are available to players on earlier cards where there's little to no spectators are not always available to the players playing the same course, same hole, same tournament, but with a gallery watching. It's taking away their ability to throw the same shot that their competitors threw earlier in the day. I think this is something that the Pro Tour really needs to look at, along with many other issues that we face about spectating live disc golf. This is one that, yes, it does concern the safety of the spectators in the gallery, but it also could have a big effect on the ability of our top players to throw the same shots that their competitors threw earlier in the round. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, give us comments. Love to hear from you.